Hi guys, it's me again. I was talking to a young lady just now, and as I gave her the advice that I gave her, she says to me, "No, you know what? You should post this advice on TikTok." So I'm going to say the same thing basically that I said to her. And I learned this from my dad. I always say that if Baba were doing their work, the world will not be this bad. That's why I read Luke 1 here on TikTok, where it says that John was here not just to announce the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ, but also to take back the hearts of the fathers to their children. Because the most chaotic thing that is happening now in the dating scenario in the world and such is because fathers are absent. Bazenze ama Olympians. So I was telling the young lady that my dad gave me advice. I may not live a perfect life, but the advice that my dad gave me is legit. It still works for me. And I normally say to people that what I've noticed is, yes, oh mama bayasifundisa ngoNkulunkulu and stuff, but what I've said is that what I've noticed with the few, I'm not a people's person. Like I said that the daughters, the sons that had their fathers also stand in the road are unlikely to stay off. They like remain in the gospel and stuff, myself included. Ubabam taught me about God, even though he had ancestors also on the side. That's what I left, because he allowed me to be my own person, like decide on what I want to do, not because now you must. When I told him, Baba, I'm not gonna do this because it doesn't make sense to me when it comes to 1, 2, 3, was like, as long as ungathemba uNkulunkulu mntanami, I am fine. What you decide to do after you turn 18 is your problem. It's your life. I'm not gonna control it. What I liked about my daddy was like, in as much as the other race has punished us by not liking us, I followed how they raise their children, and I noticed that they raise and release. Thina bantu abantsundu, we raise and take it as an investment. We want to be paid back for doing what we were supposed to do. So that's lesson number 1. Raise and release. Don't hold kids. They don't have to do anything for you. You want a house? Build it now before you make the children. You want a car? Buy it before you make the children. Should it happen that while you are busy enjoying yourself, you make a child and you are fair enough not to abort them, then don't make your goals their problems. If you don't build a house, don't expect it. What my dad said to me was that ingane uyayikhulisa uyi-release. Should they feel in their heart that they want to do something for you, then bazozenza. He was always proud because mina yami indlu ngiyakhila. I've built my own house. Nobody had to buy my dad groceries for him to survive. Nobody had to build him a house. He built mansions for himself. There was ceiling and tiles at home. When he needed a new fridge, he would go and get it. When he needed a new car, he would go and get it. He didn't depend on anybody. When I started working in a learnership, I didn't feel good. I have to take my money. I went home normally month end. All I had to budget for was my transport money, and also budget for the little things that I saw him do. He used to buy us some chocolate and takeaway. So I'd buy them KFC when I'm going home, and I'd also buy them their favorite. My dad like ama all sorts or ama what sorted something. Those sweets where there's different things inside. So I used to buy him that. He liked a maskandi when he turned in Ganzoma. I bought him those CDs. I bought him his first little CD player radio. I bought him the Nigerian movies because he loved them. Raise and release. My dad's number was 0 to 18. After 18, it's your rules. I hope that I would have taught you enough for you to be able to lead your own life. And indeed, before I turned 18, I came to Johannesburg. I was a Wits University student, and I lead my life. I'm still in Gauteng. All those horror things about Gauteng haven't happened to me because I actually saw that my dad loved me. He taught me. I did not have a problem. I do all these funny things. The neighbors, though, saw that he was very strict because bekingaphumi ekhaya usejardini phuma moya esikolweni Sunday school, that's it. Like, yeah, uzohamba, I'm sure nje ngeke kuphele ne-3 months uzoba meet. My dad was like, that's her choice. If she decides to get pregnant, that's her choice. As a parent, I've done my job. She's an adult now, so The other rule that my dad taught me was that as umuntu wesifazane, don't think you are better than the next one. Our problem is that we don't accept the fact that what is between our legs is the same. I mean, I'd like to think mine is better than Yakamakirane. That's why it's easy for guys to cheat, is because I think I'm better than the person is with. Guys wouldn't be successful at cheating if we loved each other as females. Like, no, you belong to another girl. I'm not going to break another girl's relationship. Where's umshado, which they don't respect these days. A girl will be so happy that he's cheating on his wife with me because it gives her that sense of being better. Because Ubaba has not been there to treat her like a queen. Ubaba is your first love. The way he treats you, trends, it takes the first place on how you're gonna feel about men. So if he loved you correctly, you'll feel a certain way about men. If he didn't love you correctly, you'll feel a certain way. Like Mina, I never had that mentality, a girlfriend allowance, what. My dad taught me, isichitho esikhulu emhlabeni. Ngiyacela simntanami, learn a trade, even if it's making a shoelace, usebenze. Do not make ingane yomunye umama ubaba wakho. I am your dad. I've done what I can do. Now usukhulile hamba uyozisebenzela. Which I see when I look at other ladies. Munna must give me chelete yami nala. Munna must give me chelete yami. Whose hair is it? It's your hair. How do you do your own hair for someone else? If you are looking pretty, it's for you. It's not for another one. But because we feel we have to be pretty for men, they must pay for it. So he must pay for nails, he must pay for hair, he must pay for pads, I'm not raising my son to be someone else's salary. I'm not. I tell him that every day. Marry a girl that can work for herself, because that's how I was raised. I work for myself, man. I work for myself. I'm blessed with a husband that does not go here, and he will bring the salary at home. Because we are funa, not because I demand it. Manghola, I know what's short in the house, I buy it. If he has bought it, then it's sorted. That's the other thing he taught me, was that if you are in a relationship and your partner cheats, do not hate the third person. The door was not opened by the third person, even though these days girls are throwing themselves at people's men. It is up to the men to control whether he gives them access or not. They will not rape your husband. They will not rape your boyfriend. Kuvuma yena. Noma bangamshela, kuvuma yena. The person who opens the door for the third person is your partner. So if you've got anybody to fight mntanami, ngicela no wakho, because he was like, even these days kuwes mosha umuntu bayakubopha, uzomshaya akubophise basale bobabili. Wes mangabe ninindlu uzosala endlini yakho leyo mfazi lo angayisebenzelanga lokuyisebenzela. And I used to love kids, so he used to tell me, you see this little girl that you are bathing now, she's able to take your husband when she starts being at a dating age, because amadoda athatha isikhathi ukukhula ngapha because of whatever reason there is there engayazi mina. And I remember I was telling the girl, he said to me, do yourself a favor, marry somebody who's 10 years you'll see. And I was like, angizoshada umkhulu mina. So I cut his 10 to 5. But it depends, it's a choice. It's just a thing that is going around that is giving men a reason to be childish. You decide, it's a decision. Like Ubaba always says, love is a decision. It's not blind. Love is not blind. Love is a decision. You decide to love yourself, you decide to love other people. So yeah, that's my short session of what my dad taught me. And he taught me about God. And I'm still holding on to this day. I don't have mentality which I must be provided for. Hey, if I'm not doing my hair, I was his boy basically, because he didn't have a boy child. So me keeping my hair like this was how I kept my hair for the most time. So she didn't want hair piece. She didn't want us to relax our hair. So our hair was always like this. My dad had those silver machines, so I always had hair like this. Also, I'm comfortable. I don't think that anything else makes me beautiful. I'm beautiful the way that I am. Close.